This is First Coast Math Clinic with Lesson 1, Introduction to Ratios, from Unit 4, Ratios and Proportions, from our Pre-algebra and Algebra curriculum. So the goal in this video is to write ratios in 3 different forms. So this is an introduction to Unit 4, Ratios and Proportions. So a ratio is basically just a comparison of 2 values, and we could do that in 3 different ways. We can compare that as a fraction. So for example, our typical way as a fraction bar, so a fraction 2 over 7, using the punctuation, a colon, so 2 and then the colon 7, or then just the word 2, so 2, 2, 7. So 3 different ways we can write our ratio. So in this video, we're going to go through writing our ratio in 3 different ways, as a fraction, using the colon, or using the word 2. So for number 1, we want to write the ratio of squares to circles. So our ratio is going to be squares to circles, and we know that we can write our ratio in 3 different ways. So as a fraction, using the colon, or using the word 2. So squares, well, how many squares do we have? We notice we've got 4 squares, and circles we've got 6 circles. So using our fraction, if we want squares to circles, our fractions put our squares in the numerator, circles in the denominator, so we could have 4 over 6. Using our colon, we could write this as 4 and then colon 6, and then 2, we could write this as 4 and then 2, 6. Now these are values we can reduce. I'm just going to work on writing the ratio for this video. In the subsequent video, we'll get into how to actually reduce this by finding the greatest common factor. Number 2, write the ratio of triangles to squares and circles. So triangles, we know we've got 2 triangles, squares and circles. So we've got 4 squares and 6 circles. So we've got 10 total. So for our fraction, right, 2 triangles to 10 total squares and circles. Using our colon, we could write 2 and then colon 10 and then 2, 2, 10. Number 3, we wanted the ratio of circles to all shapes. So we've got 6 circles, and for all of our shapes, 4 squares, 6 circles, 2 triangles, so we've got 12 total shapes. So our fraction is going to be 6 over 12. Using the colon, we could have 6 colon 12, and using the word 2, we could have 6 to 12. So our 3 different ratios. And number 4 and 5, we've got a table of values, table of data. We've got our candidates and the number of votes they received. So for 4, write the ratio of Mary's to Tony's votes. So Mary's votes are 6, Tony's votes are 8. So a fraction, we could do 6 over 8, and then 6, and then colon 8, and then 6 to 8. And then number 5, write the ratio of Frank's votes to Ellen's votes. So Frank's votes is 3. Ellen's votes are 9, so we could have 3 over 9. And then 3 using the colon, 3 colon 9, and then using 2, 3 to 9. All right, so this was video number 1, an introduction to ratios for Unit 4, Ratios and Proportions. Just wanted to go through 3 different ways to write ratios as a fraction, using the colon and using the word 2. The next video will get into reducing ratios and then get into working with proportions. If you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. First Coast Math Clinic.